It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Good evening and welcome to Paris Tiger Football here on the Paris Sports Network, coming to you from Mount Carmel, Illinois, Mount Carmel High School, where your Tigers will face the Golden Aces of Mount Carmel. I'm Jeff Chambers alongside Lenny Irwin bringing you tonight's action. Lenny, we got a awesome setting here. That if you've never been down here, we'll try to do some justice on what the actual setting is. The school sits, 150 feet above us, something like that.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
You can see on the camera that actually the bleachers are made out of concrete poured into the side of the hill.
Yep.
Very, very unique setting, and a team generally comes down prior to the start of the game, and it's just an awesome atmosphere. And then you add on to that turf that's brand new this year, and it's just a fun place to play some football.
It is brand new press box and everything. Tonight's the first night for it. So,
yep, we're going to step aside for the national anthem. We will be right back. That's your national anthem, performed by about a half a dozen Mount Carmel High School students. As we mentioned before, we're coming to you live from Mount Carmel High School, where the Mount Carmel Golden Aces, with a record of 6-0, undefeated in the LIC as well. This will be all seven of their first games were conference games, so they'll get that portion of it out of the way and wrap it up. If they can win tonight against the Tigers, for the second straight season. Your Tigers come in with a record of 2-4, 2-3 in the little Illini conference. Down a quarterback, down a middle linebacker. You guys have all heard that and read about that. But tough enough mountain to climb if you're healthy. Even tougher without a couple or 2 or 3 of your dogs.
That's for sure. So, but we're going to make do with what we got, and we come to compete. We won the toss. We decided to take the ball, so we'll see if we can't maybe punch one in, catch them by surprise maybe.
Yeah, we'll kind of zoom in on this atmosphere that is Mount Carmel High School as the team comes down the center of the bleachers. Band is on the field. Just a pretty cool setting, Lenny. It reminds you of college football. It
is a little bit, yeah. And these guys are good enough to probably play some small colleges.
Yeah, they're coming off a season where they finished with a 12-1 record, made it to the Final Four, lost to Unity in that Final Four game. And Tiger fans know all too well about the program that is Unity. So get two of them together like that and they play in the next to last game of the season, it's something special. And a lot of those pieces from last season's team are back again, and it shows in the record and it shows in their scoring this year as well, averaging 55 points a game while just giving up 11. Tigers, on the other hand, have kind of struggled offensively here in the last few weeks, and that's understandable, with the pieces that are missing. We're averaging 22 points a game, giving up 25. So it's tough. An enrollment with 560 for the Tigers, 495 for Mount Carmel Golden Aces. Team's still making their way down the field.
They finally made it down through. Well, most of them have made it down through the concrete bleachers, and
doesn't look that far, but when it's all said and done, it's probably a quarter-mile trip from the high school down to the field.
I'll bet it is. It's quite a ways.
Yeah, like we mentioned before, turf for the first time, press box for the very first time tonight. If you've been down here before, just doesn't even look totally, doesn't even look anything like it used to. Now the surface before, talking to some people, and it was Bermuda, and it was in good shape, and generally they kept in good shape. But being this close to the river and all the moisture issues that brings with it, it was time for them to get turf, and they did, and they did an outstanding job on it.
Yep, it looks like it's a top-notch facility for sure. And back in the day, they called this the snake pit because I guess the river used to get out and the snakes would come over. The locker room used to be down underneath the concrete bleachers over on the far side. Used to be where the locker rooms were, and the water would get in and then snakes would get in and then they couldn't get out. So that's why they called this the snake pit. So.
Yeah, and this guy's not a big fan of things without shoulders either, Lenny. And, yeah, it's still called the snake pit. It's just a neat setting. And we're going to bring the action to you. Like Lenny had mentioned, we won the toss. We want the ball first. Like that, dog mentality. Got about 2.5 minutes until kickoff. We're going to step aside so you can hear from some of our sponsors, and we'll be right back with Tiger Football. You're watching Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. With locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Welcome back to Tiger Football here on the Paris Sports Network. I understand we're having some streaming issues. The stream is freezing from time to time. We're kind of down in the pit and the signal's not the best, so we'll do our best to keep you updated, at least via audio, if not video as well. So tonight, both teams have been introduced. The clock sets at 0, getting ready to reset at 12. We're just about ready for Tiger football here in week number, hard to believe, Lenny.
Yeah, I know. It just seems
Week
like we
number
started last week.
They say that every year that it
I
goes
know.
by faster and faster, and they weren't wrong, you know.
Yeah, that's for sure. Looks like King and Quinn are going back deep for the Tigers to receive this kick.
Once again, apologize for the stream. We're doing our best to try to upgrade the signal just a bit. Some stats for your Tigers. Of course, we're without our top 2 passers. Calvin Rigdon leads our team in rushing, 289 yards. Right behind him is Mason Burns with 285. Then Ty King is in there with 66 yards, and he will be quarterbacking for us tonight. We're set for kickoff. Thanks again for joining us. Kick is on its way. And it's heading toward out of bounds, but it's going to stick. We got to cover that up, and we didn't. And just like that, Mount Carmel's got the football.
Football, yeah.
Inside the 25-yard line of the Tigers. Live ball on kickoffs.
It is.
At every level.
I think we just went to sleep on that, thinking it was like a punt, and it was.
Yeah, I guarantee you that wasn't that wasn't the intention. It was an onside kick to start things off, but it worked out. Now Mount Carmel will take over at the Tiger 24-yard line with no time off the clock. Blaine Sisson's in the backfield. Alongside him, Asher Kite at the tailback position. See if Mount Carmel wants to go quick strike. They don't. They hand it off.
On the play.
Penalty marker on the first play, but that play actually went to the house as well.
It did.
See what the call is. I'm guessing illegal shift is going to be the call, and it is.
Yep, illegal motion.
So one bullet caught us. We dodged another one. Going to move Mount Carmel back for 5 yards, and hopefully that play is never ran again tonight because Kite went in untouched.
Yeah, rather easily, like you said, Jeff. I mean, he just took the ball and went over through the left side and just.
Yeah, on that play, Camden Crowder was actually double teamed, and Gabe Winans was as well from his nose tackle position, and Tigers had no answer out there. Good blocking by Mount Carmel. Better break for the Tigers. So first down and 15, the ball's on the 29-yard line of the Tigers. Same formation. Sisson takes a snap. Same play. That time it doesn't go for very much as Calvin Rigdon is there for the tackle. They get back close to the original line of scrimmage.
I think he picked up the 5 that he lost. So
we'll call it second down and 5. Ball at the Tiger 24-yard line. Clock runs, 11:30 left in the opening quarter. Twins wide toward the camera. This team is left to right on your TV screen is actually south to north. Sisson with a screen pass out to Kite. He's got room and blockers. Full head of steam down inside the 10 near the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Mount Carmel. Jaden Quinn on the stop for your Tigers. Faked the handoff, had a screen. Kite ran all the way across from the slot left side. Sisson found him in stride, and he had 4 maroon shirts in front of him. Nearly took it to the house. First down and goal. Again, Sisson shotgun, Kite to his left. Motion, pitch out. Just a jet sweep. Tripped up and stopped just shy of the goal line. Gage Kinner with the carry. All kinds of motion, all kinds of pre-snap motion, I should say, in the initial drive here for Mount Carmel.
Hell, he probably ran 15 yards that time to pick up one, so.
So second down and goal. Ball's on the Tiger 2-yard line. Assistant under center this time. Turn around, hands the ball off. Stopped just shy of the goal line. Good open field tackle. That's Ken Crowder on a stop for your Tigers. Going to bring up third down and goal. Ball to 1. Would be a big stop here for the Tigers.
Boy, that would be huge.
Now Carmel got a jumbo formation now. Just a quarterback sneak, and that's all it is. Sisson is in for the score. Name that Tiger fans have become familiar with over the last 3 times that we played these guys. We're talking on the way down. First time we played them was a non-conference for the spring before they joined. If you remember the COVID outbreak, spring football was in force, and that's when the Tigers came down and played. And then last year it came down as well. So extra point attempt by Shade Loudermilk upcoming. It's down and splits the uprights. So Mount Carmel leads at 7-0. 9:36 left in the first quarter. Watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Welcome back to Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network. 9:36 left in the opening quarter. Mount Carmel taking advantage of a recovered kickoff in Tiger territory. 4 plays later, Sisson in from 2 yards or from 1 yard out for the initial score of the game. Shade Loudermilk set to kick off for the Golden Aces. Ty King back deep for the Tigers. Kick almost in identically the same spot. This time King gets it. Heading back to the right now, cutting up the middle. Across the 25, about the 27-yard lines where your Tigers will take over. 1st and 10. 9.5 left in the first quarter. Very important first drive for these Tigers, Lenny, to, not many plays, but get the Tiger defense off the field, get a little bit of flow for your offense, and try to get back in this game.
Boy, that's for sure. We definitely could use a 6 or 7 play drive at least, and maybe get it over the 50-yard line and get it into their territory.
I'm sure Coach Clodfelder would sign up for that as well. Ty hands the ball off. Mason Burns on the carry. He's going to gain about 2 on the play. We'll call it 2. Ball's on the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Trey Lee comes out to the sideline. Ty King, shotgun. Ty King's got the start last week against Lawrenceville. His first varsity start following injury to Drew Rogers. King takes a direct snap off the left side. Going to gain maybe a half a yard on that one. We'll bring up 3rd down and long for the Tigers. Clock running at 8:30 left in the first quarter.
Well, 3rd and 8 or 3rd and 7 would normally be a passing down, but we'll see.
Trey Lee, it's a little something different from last week. Coach Clodfelder is having the plays called in by his two receivers, Adi Patel and Trey Lee. Ty King now with Calvin Rigdon, Mason Burns left and right. Fakes pass, now throws it, intercepted by Blaine Sisson. And nobody in front of him. And he takes it in for another Mount Carmel score. Boy, just about 6 inches taller on that pass, Lenny, and wide open was Robert Wells.
He was.
And there was nothing between him and the end zone. I guess every sport's a game of inches, Lenny, but that was about 6 extra inches the Tigers could have used right there. Instead, Mount Carmel's going to come off for their second point after attempt. Shade Loudermilk set to try to split the uprights. Tigers jumped off sides. We'll see if they were drawn or not. And it is against the Tigers. About 3 or 4 different Tigers you could have called on that one.
Yeah, I think so.
No way that kick was getting off, but now we know why. Not the start that the Tigers wanted by any stretch of the imagination, and not one that they needed. Mount Carmel has ran 4 offensive plays, and they've got 13 going on 14 points in the first 4.5 minutes of this game. This time snap is clean, hold is good, and the kick is good. 7:52 left in the first quarter. Your Tigers trail at 14-0. We'll be back on the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 60 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
Welcome back to Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network. Kickoff. Sails to the left toward the sideline. Jaden Quinn's over there, picks it up, goes directly up the sideline, across the 25, about the 27, about the same starting spot that the Tigers began with on their last drive. So Sisson for a 1-yard touchdown run and Sisson for a 45-yard pick six. And that's your scoring, 7:48 left here in the first quarter. Ty King huddles his troops up. And Tigers go on the attack. Ball snapped over his head. His recover, picked it up. Nobody out there. Good open field tackle. And he's talking about it, and there's an unsportsmanlike flag.
Yep.
No room for that around here.
No, not really. I mean,
especially when you got a wounded animal on the other side of the football. That'll be an unsportsmanlike 15-yard penalty. Be 1st and 10, Tigers. Ball will be about the 42-yard line. Two of those, Lenny, 2 unsportsmanlike on the same player, and I believe that's called for an ejection in the game. So I'm sure that the Coach Brewer is going to have a nice long talk with him about what happened.
I'm sure.
Apparently that did not give us the first down. Should still be first down. Should be 1st down and 2. Regardless, Tigers with 2 yards to gain, 1st down. Ty King and shotgun. Mason Burns to his right. Burns gets it. Hole closes quickly, but Burns, as he always does, keeps the legs churning.
Yep.
He's going to pick up a Tiger first down. Initial contact is something that Mason Burns is not allergic to, and it does not get him to the ground. He is just a powerful runner. That time he should have been stopped for no gain. Turned ahead for 3 and a first down. Ball's on the Tiger 39-yard line. 7:25 and running in the first quarter. Rigdon Burns switch spots. Now Rigdon to the right of King. Calvin gets it. Breaks a couple tackles. About a 6 or 7 yard gain for Calvin on that first down play. Really like what I see out of our backfield, Lenny. Mason Burns and Calvin Rigdon over the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks have really showed me a lot.
They have, yep.
Clodfeller's got a lot to look forward to next year with those two horses back there.
Yeah, I like this a lot better, too, running the receivers in and out instead of making King come over to the sideline every time, because he had to be exhausted by the end of the game last week.
I bet he slept till 6 o'clock Saturday night after that one. So second down and short for the Tigers. Second down, we'll call it 4. Burns gets it. Left side, breaks another tackle, falls very close to the first down marker.
Should be awful close to first down.
This official's indicating third down, so it's going to be third and less than 1. 6:20 left in the first quarter. This one you like to see Ty just take that snap and just go full speed ahead, get that first down. Adi Patel is going to bring the call in to the huddle. Play clock creeping down. It's down to 12. Robert Wells split out near side. King does get it. Dances a little bit. Steps out, bounces it outside. Pulled down by the face mask right in front of the official. Nothing called. It's going to be another first down for the Tigers. I don't know if you had the face mask or the collar, but something didn't look right about that.
Yeah, should have been a penalty, you would have thought.
So back-to-back first downs for the Tigers. They're into Golden Aces territory now at their 46. Clock running at 5.5 in the opening quarter. Burns and Rigdon lined up to the left of King. Rigdon gets it.
Oh, nothing there this time.
4 maroon shirts in the backfield that time. Loss of about 1 on that one.
On the tackle for the Golden Aces, number 53, Caleb Schneider.
Play takes a long time to develop if you don't have blocking up front.
Yeah, for sure.
They're just getting awful close to taking the handoff from Ty. Second and 11, clock running, 4:45 in the opening quarter. Wells left. Carrick Mason Vitale, Adi Patel up top. King back to pass. Quick pass out to Mason Vitale. Fighting forward, ball comes out and is picked up by the Golden Aces.
Oh, no.
Another turnover for the Tigers. Mason Vitale fighting for extra yardage, cannot fault him for that. And Mount Carmel just going after that football once they get him wrapped up. Doggone it. Had the makings of an awesome scoring drive and just what the Tigers needed, a long, drawn-out one to cut the lead in half. That was the same route that was an interception for a pick 6 last time. This time, King hit the short receiver, and Carrick, he did everything that he could to get that first down marker and just the extra effort, and the ball was pulled away. Sisson now takes a direct snap. Sisson meet Mason Boatman. Boatman with the tackle in the backfield was not fooled one bit. Got the number wrong. Boatman's holding his hands up like, what do I have to do to get an answer right? That was all Mason that time. Good read on that one. Clock running under 4. Sisson alone in the backfield. Trips up top for Mount Carmel. One of those will surely be in motion here in this. They're not. Wide receiver screen. Pass out to Levi Beasley. He's got blockers ahead down the sideline. And he gets into Tiger territory inside the 35, about the 34-yard line on that one. Just a simple pitch and catch. Trips up top. Wide receiver screen and a caravan ahead of Mr. Beasley. A timeout for some equipment repair. 3:27 left on the clock. We'll keep it here. And we'll wind it. First and 10 for Mount Carmel. Ball at the Tiger 34-yard line. Sisson rolls right, pitches back or hands it back left, and just a little misdirection. And
I was to say it fooled me. I was looking for it over this way.
Gage Kennard once again the ball carrier knocked out of bounds inside the 5, called the 4-yard line. Everything flowing to the right. Sisson hand the ball back to the left. Mason Burns saved a touchdown for the Tigers for the time being. Clock running at 3:02 left in this first quarter. Everything to the left. Got 5 or 4 receivers out to the left. Sisson hands the ball off, and going in untouched was Asher Kite. First player not named Blaine Sisson to score tonight for Mount Carmel. So he punches it in from 4 yards away. 2:59 left in the opening quarter.
Well, not too many teams are going to score 3 times in the first quarter against our Tiger defense, but I think we're just a little outmatched tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, I scored for the first time, or 3 times in 9 minutes. Snap is down, kick is blocked. Extra point is no good. Pick your name on who blocked that one. There's 4 Tigers. Pass line of scrimmage from Mount Carmel. Bright spot for the Tigers. That one is blocked. 2:59 left in the opening quarter. Mount Carmel leads at 20-0. Watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Welcome back to Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network. Tiger set to receive the kickoff. 4th one of the game for Mount Carmel. Initial one was not fielded by the Tigers. Picked up by Mount Carmel. They scored 4 plays later. Interception return for a touchdown by Sisson. And then a fumble recovery by Mount Carmel led to the last score. This one's a short one. Fielded by Robert Wells. He heads across the 35, about the 37-yard line. First or best starting field position of the night for the Tigers. 2:54 left in the first quarter. Don't know if that was a mishit on that kickoff or if that was planned, but regardless, it results in good field position for the Tigers. They look to cut into this 20-point lead.
Well, we had the makings of a drive going last time till the fumble, but
That we did. Remember everything you did on the last drive, just do it again. Burns with a handoff, straight ahead off right tackle, gain of a couple hard yards that time for Mason Burns. We'll call 2nd down and 8. Balls on the Tiger 39-yard line. Clock running at 2.5. Audie getting the call from Coach Clodfelder. Run the huddle, play clock just now starting at 25. Robert Wells, Carrick Mason Vitale split out near side. Audie Patel up top. King hands the ball off to Calvin Rigdon. Bounces outside to the right. Still falling forward. Took a shot to the head at the end of that one. Calvin gets up. And he's getting up a little bit wobbly. That was just directly across from where the camera is, and I saw him heading to the ground and take a shot to the ear hole on the way down. So Tigers facing the 3rd down and 4. Ball's at the 43-yard line, a minute 40 left in the first quarter.
Well, looks like he's staying in there, so.
Wells split all the way out to the left. King with Burns beside. Tigers try to draw him off. 2 on the play clock. Now timeout for Coach Claude Felder. 1:26 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back. Watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950.
Welcome back to Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network. 1:26 left in the first quarter. Tigers trail at 20-0, facing a 3rd down and 4 on their own 43-yard line. Tigers will wrap up home portion of their schedule next week as Robinson Maroons come to town. That'll be senior night for all football, cheerleaders, and band members. Make sure you come on out to Tiger Stadium next Friday night for the home finale. King in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Now gives it to Rigdon. Rigdon, horse collared.
Man, he is horse collared and no call there either.
Yeah, hit high and low on that one. 4th down. No gain on that. We'll call it 4th down and 4. And the punt team comes on for the Tigers. 3 straight runs for the Tigers. Unable to gain the 10 yards needed. Landon England back to punt for the Tigers. Good snap. Good boot by Landon. Fair catch called. Oh, and bobbled but recovered. About the 22-yard line for Mount Carmel. Their worst field position of the day. Good to see Mason back. Lenny took a terrible spill last week in that game and didn't end up playing much of the fourth quarter. But good to see him back out there doing his normal thing in pregame warm-ups. So it looks like he is good to go.
Yeah, we can't afford to have anybody else injured. We're almost a walking wounded now. So
you're not lying about that. Then Tigers will wrap up their regular season. They head to Newton in week 9. Mount Carmel set to begin this drive. Sisson alone in the backfield. Looking left. Looking for a bunch. That ball is nearly intercepted by Wells, and it may have been pulled away and caught by Mount Carmel. It is intercepted.
It is intercepted by Wells.
Wells with an amazing play up over the top of the Mount Carmel receiver. And a takeaway for your Tigers.
That ought to give us a little momentum.
Tiger fans sitting right underneath us, so you'll be able to hear them throughout the telecast. And that was, that was definitely something. So Tigers begin in Mount Carmel territory, called to 47. Wells now out to the left. Carrick Mason Vitale in the slot. Audie Patel up top. King Sprint left, cuts it back up. Gain of about 4 or 5 on that one. Good tackle, or good running off left tackle that time by King.
Number 15, Gage Kennard.
Gage Kennard on the stop for Mount Carmel. Tigers have not had trouble running the football in this game as long as they get to the edge. And that'll be into the first quarter as the clock's winding down at 5 seconds. We'll be back with second quarter action here on the Paris Sports Network.
The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery.
Welcome back to Tiger Football here on the Paris Sports Network, heading to second quarter action here from Mount Carmel High School. Golden Aces lead at 20-0. Tigers coming off an interception by Robert Wells. Gained 4 on their first down play, or on their first play of this drive. And we're set for second quarter action. King with Burns to his left. Ball's over his head.
No.
Got to just fall on it. Can't do anything special. And he tries. Now he picks it up and fumbles it again. Fumbled it again. Finally, Mount Carmel is able to fall on it.
There's a fumble on the play.
Yeah, that's what I said. There's a fumble. There's about 3 on that play, and Mount
Yeah,
Carmel
there
is
was.
going to end up with the ball. Turnovers just killing the Tigers in this one. 3 so far. Make it 4. You count the opening kickoff. 11:48 left in the second quarter. It's going to be first down and 10 for Mount Carmel. Ball sits at the Tiger 19-yard line. You thought they had good field position before. Look at this.
Yeah, the ball spotted on the 19.
Sisson with Kite to his right. Kite gets it, bounces left side, now bounces it out. Splits a couple tacklers, going to be down inside the 10, about the 8. It's going to be first down and goal for Mount Carmel.
On the stop for Paris, number 2, Eric Mason Vitale.
That'll be a Mount Carmel Golden Aces. First down.
Ball sits on the 7-yard line. 11:30 and running here in the second quarter. This one looking to get out of hand in a quick hurry.
Yeah, you're right there, Jeff. They punch this one in. That's going to be 4 scores.
Yeah.
So.
Abraham Lincoln's the only one that likes 4 scores. Kite gets again, this time right, makes a juke move. He's going to plow his way in from about 4 yards out.
Yep.
He took care of the last 4 by himself. Asher Kite in for his second score of the game. And it's 26-0. My seat is barely warm. Last extra point was blocked. That was one of the 2 bright spots for the Tigers thus far in this one. Shea Loudermilk on to attempt the extra point, this time with the wind at his back. Snap is down, kick is up, and it's good. 27-0 is your score from Mount Carmel. 11:04 left in the first half. watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics: the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Welcome back to Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network. Once again, thanks for joining us here on our YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe to that channel. Hit that little notification bell. Also follow us on Facebook. That way you know each and every time that we go live. Just 2 more games after this one, Lenny, for the Tiger football. Lady Tiger volleyball also winding their regular season down as they get set for postseason play. And before you know it, it's basketball time. You want to join us as a sponsor, please reach out via Facebook, via email. Send us a message here on YouTube, however you want. Get your business or your own personal
Real short
name
kick
involved.
this time.
Yeah, this one's pooched and fallen, and ball's out again. This time Tigers recover it. If we're pooching the ball when they're up 27 in the first half, Lenny, that's not going to sit well with Coach Clodfelder, and it shouldn't.
On the recovery, number 9, Robert Wells.
Robert Wells with the recovery on that. Ball sits on the 35-yard line of the Tigers.
Well, I don't think they intentionally, it wasn't like they intentionally tried an onside kick. It was just a high, short pooch kick, but we just failed to catch it.
Calvin Rigdon with the ball. Straight ahead, body's following Tigers' way. Called about a 4-yard gain for Calvin Rigdon on that one.
Tackle for the Golden Aces. Donald, Downing, and Caleb.
Good positive yardage gain on first down for the Tigers. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Ball's at the Tiger 38-yard line. Patel, Mason Vitale, split this side. Burns gets the ball, lowers his head, nothing there.
Nothing happening that time.
On the run, number 45, Mason Burns.
He's still down, slow to get up. Probably got a face full of pellets from the turf.
Asher Kite.
So we'll throw that one in the scrap heap.
Yep.
No gain on that. We'll call it 3rd down and 6. Trey Lee brings the play into the Tiger huddle. Play clock down to 12. Play clock at 5.
Better
Tigers.
hurry, boys. Better hurry.
Mount Carmel looking to blitz. King pulls it back. Ball's floated out to Burns, just out of his reach right here in front of the Tiger bench. That's going to bring up 4th down. I assumed that Coach Clodfelder would keep his offense. Nope, here comes the punt unit for the Tigers. That play had all the makings, Lenny, of getting the Tiger first down. Ball just out of the reach of Mason Burns, who did get a fingertip on it.
Just like you said, just a little too high.
Clock run at 9:40.
One that was just a little too short, and that one was a little too high. So
Ingram kicked into the wind this time. Gets off another beauty.
nice punt, though.
Ball's going to bounce, take a Tiger bounce. Now it's going to be down by Ty King. Ball at the Tiger Mount Carmel 16-yard line. We'll be right back at 9:31 left in the first half. You're watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris.
Welcome back to Tiger football. 9:31 left in the second quarter from Mount Carmel High School. They have possession following a punt from the Tigers. Sisson hands the ball off to Kite. Kite off the right side. Nothing doing there. Gabe Winans on the stop for the Tigers. Called a gain of 3. Ball is going to be at the 18-yard line. It's a big Gabe coming over from his right tackle spot to make that tackle. Clock continues to run. 9:08 left in this first half. Bunch formation this time for Mount Carmel. Sisson in shotgun. Keeps it himself up the middle. Did not make it. Good job by Tigers of game tackling. Landon Engelman.
I say
on the
England
stop.
was there for sure. I'm not sure who else, but
So 3rd down and 5 for Mount Carmel. Their first 3rd down of the game. Sisson in shotgun, Kite to his left. Trying to draw us off sides. We nearly jumped. Pulls it back. Here comes the pass. There's a wheel route.
oh yeah. Oh, and
what
he
a
caught it.
Catch. He's hurt. He's going to leg it out though. Dancing around out there is Gage Kennard, and he's going to go all the way in for Mount Carmel score. Backyard football that time by Mount Carmel. 79-yard touchdown reception that time.
80-yard touchdown reception.
Good job by that time by Sisson to put an air under the football, allowing Kennard to run underneath that because he was open from the jump on that. Only matter was how you're going to get the ball to him. Plenty of air under it, allowed him to run underneath it, and the rest was all him from about the 40-yard line on in. 33-0, looking to make it 34. And that kick is no good. So 7:53 left in the first half. Mount Carmel leads at 33-0. You're watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
Welcome back to Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers trail at 33-0, 7:53 left in the first half. Latest scoring drive from Mount Carmel was a 79-yard touchdown pass from Sisson to Gage Kennard. So kicking off once again for Mount Carmel will be Shade Loudermilk. Carson Coleman back deep for the Tigers this time, along with Quinn. This kick's got a little bit more distance on it. Wells is back there and fields it. Calvin Rigdon. Up the left side across the 25, out near the 30-yard line. To be 1st and 10, the ball set at the Tiger 29-yard line. Call it, 7:47 left here in the first half. Most of you know the Ridge playoff and the Ridge football history down here at Mount Carmel. They've been doing this a long time, looking up their all-time record, 101 seasons. They won a lot more than they lost, Lenny. 647, 300.
Wow, that's incredible.
Rigdon bounces the ball.
Man.
He's going to takes another shot to the head.
He did.
He's going to stay down after this one. Okay, very woozy, and officials are going to probably make him leave the game here for at least a play or two.
I don't think they are, but I think they should maybe.
Yeah, he's not recovering well now. He comes
here
out.
he comes.
It's about the third big lick that he's taken in this one. Keep our eye on the junior tailback for the Tigers. King fakes the handoff to Burns, now dancing in the backfield, cuts it up, gets something out of nothing. Call it a gain of 1 on that. Should have been a loss of 5, but good job by King of keeping the play alive.
Yeah, it was, just to make something out of nothing.
You know, all you girls out there without homecoming dates, Ty King can dance, let me tell you, because he just danced he danced about 15 yards to gain 1 that time, but turned into a positive gain for the Tigers. 3rd down and 7, we'll call it. 3rd down and 8, 6.5 left in the first half. Play clock down to 10. Tigers just now get to play in the huddle.
They're going to have to hustle to get this one off.
They
Well,
do.
They do, but
We weren't set, but it wasn't called. Pass is complete to Trey Lee. Initial progress is out to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 5 yards short. Called a 2-yard gain. They'll bring it 4th down and 5. Ball's at the Tiger 35. Clock running at 6. Ingram in for his 4th punt of the night. Anytime you have a punter going for 4 in the first half, you know things aren't good.
Yeah, that's not good.
Gavin Smith back deep, along with Asher Kite, name we've called all night long. Kicks off the side of the foot.
Nice spiral to it, though.
Yeah, gets a nice Tiger bounce down inside the 20, down to the 18. Be 1st and 10, Mount Carmel. 5.5 left in the first half. Go ahead and keep it here as the teams assemble on the field. Newton Eagles lead Marshall 28-0, and that's the only other game in the Little Illini Conference tonight. The rest are going to be played tomorrow, as officiating crews are scarce. You're going to make some quick, well, not quick, not easy. You're going to make some money on the weekend, get your officiating license, because the IHSA is looking for all kinds of them. That's the reason a lot of Saturday games this season, there's just not enough crews to do every Friday night game in the state. 33-0, Mount Carmel leads it, looking to add to that before the half. Play clock's down to 5. Sisson keeps it himself, bounces out right, chased down by Mason Vitale, cuts it back to the middle of the field.
Breaks a
Here
tackle.
comes Quinn in for the stop. He overruns the play. Sisson's just dancing out there now. Great job that time by Carson Coleman of not giving up on that. Initially ran past it, came back to make the stop. And that was a big play on a play that probably should have went for 5 tops. But that's the athleticism of Sisson, been their quarterback for the last 3 years.
Yep, 45 yards on that scamper.
So ball's in Tiger territory at their 37. Sisson in shotgun. Guarantee he doesn't carry it this time after that run. Gained 45, ran about 140. Kite gets the ball, bounces off right side. Gain of about 8 on 1st down.
For the Golden Aces, number 22, Asher Kite.
Inside the 30-yard line of the Tigers. Ball's at 29, 2nd down and 2. Clock running at 4.5 left in the half. Tiger defense has been on the field way too long in this one, Lenny.
Yeah, they have.
Sisson surveys the field. Gets the snap and shotgun, looking left. Throws the ball left corner. Oh, good job of breaking that pass up by Trey Lee. Ball headed left corner of the end zone. And the receiver had his hands on it, but Trey was able to knock it away at the last second to prevent a touchdown for Mount Carmel. Clock stopped at 4:05 here in the first half.
It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Carmel is not taking their foot off the accelerator by any means. Covered an onside kick last time after a fumble. Now take a shot on second and short. Sisson keeps it this time, bounces right side. A lot of green space in front of him. He cuts it back to middle field, and he's going to go in for the score. Blaine Sisson just toying with the Tiger defense. Got an extra gear or two that helps him in the open field. And boy, he was untouched for a long time on that 27-yard touchdown run. His third of the game. 39-0, 3:57 left, pending the extra point by Shade Loudermilk. Missed his last one. Good snap and good hold and good kick. This time it's good, and we're at the 40-point mark. 40 points from Mount Carmel, nothing for your Tigers. 3:57 left in the first half. Watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Welcome back to Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers trail 40-0 to Mount Carmel Golden Aces. 3:57 left in the first half. Coleman and Quinn back deep for your Tigers. Loudermilk set to kick it away for Mount Carmel. Puts his toe in it. Short kick, right side. Burns makes the fair catch signal and hauls it in. Be first and 10 Tigers. Ball just outside of their own 30-yard line. Call it the 30.
Rigdon's still over here on the bench with his helmet off, so I'm hoping that young man's going to be okay, but I'm not sure we'll see him anymore tonight.
Well, at this point, if there's any question, err on the side of caution, right?
Exactly. Leave him out because
we're going to need him next year.
The drawing will be held at halftime of tonight's game.
Trey League in with the play call for the Tigers, looking to get something on the scoreboard here in the first half. Long way to go, 3:55 left to get there. Lee and Mason Vitale split this side.
you better snap it. Just did get it
off to Burns. Burns
Nothing
met
there.
in the middle there by Kite. No gain on the play. Call it second down and 10.
On the tackle for the Golden Aces, Asher, Kite, and J.D. Bowser.
Clock rolling, 3.5 left in the half. Mason Vitale's got some equipment damage, so he's got to come out. Now we got to get things hustled up. We're going to have to burn a timeout here.
Yep.
Yeah, they're asking for the reset of the play clock, so we'll be all right. Had a equipment issue over here, so it's the reason for the bump. King keeps it this time, off left side. Nothing doing there. Good open field tackle there by Mount Carmel. Looked like Gavin Smith.
20, Gavin Smith.
Good job initially by Audie Patel of holding that block out there on the edge, but just too much. He held it long enough that King should have been by him, he thought. He gave up on the, didn't give up on the block, but Smith was able to shake it and make the open field tackle for just a 1-yard gain. Clock rolling at 2.5, 10 on the play clock. Lee out to the right. King gets it.
Oh, man, here comes a blitz.
Throws the ball up to Lee. Lee tries to come back and make a play on it. A lot of fisticuffs over here, but both players had the same right to that football. As it slipped out of King's hand, it fell incomplete. Tigers will be forced to punt once again. 2:14 left here in the first half. As Smith is back deep for the Golden Aces. Kick off the side of his foot and out of bounds. Yeah, well, I don't know how that wasn't blocked, Lenny.
I don't either. That was ugly, though.
It's going to be marked outside the 40-yard line of the Tigers at the 43. It'll be 1st and 10 Mount Carmel. Just over 2 minutes left here in the first half.
Well, they're liable to score again.
That's a case where Ingham had to punt it around the oncoming rush of the Golden Aces, or that would have definitely been blocked, and who knows what would happen after that. At 13 on the field for the Tigers. I don't have that number, so if you're out there watching.
I'm going to look it up. I got a program. I bet it's a fresh soft player.
Yeah, he's probably not on there. Sisson back out for Mount Carmel. Takes a snap from shotgun, looking to pass. Over the middle. Pass is low, intended for Levi Beasley. It'll be 2nd down. Coach Brewer holding nothing back. Still passing with a 40-point lead here in the first half. Second down 10. Sisson calls the play into his huddle. 15 on the play clock. Trips out to the left for Mount Carmel. Sisson alone in the backfield. 5 wide for the Aces. Man in motion. There's an illegal shift. Probably going to be called against Mount Carmel. In the meantime, rumbling up the sideline is Gage Kennard. With 5 receivers, that guy in motion's got to get set. He did not. It's going to be an illegal shift, I believe, against Mount Carmel. So scratch that one.
Illegal motion on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
It's going to be 2nd down to 15. Ball's being backed up to the Tiger 43-yard line. .155 left in the first half. Play clock winding down to 10. Now Carmel breaks the huddle. 2 wide both ways. Now 3 wide this side. And Coach Brewer's going to call a timeout for Mount Carmel as the play clock was down to 2. Timeout, Mount Carmel. We'll take one as well. Watch the Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548.
Welcome back to Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network. Coming out of the first time out of the half for Mount Carmel. They face a 2nd and 15. Balls at the Tiger 48-yard line. Mount Carmel looking to put some more points on the board here ahead of halftime. Sisson keeps it. Right side, he's got a blocker in front. He's still in bounds, dancing down the sideline of Mount Carmel. Finally going to be forced out outside the 20-yard line. A pair of Tigers are still down on the turf. They bounce up. That was Gamden Crowder slow to get up. That makes his way back to the line of scrimmage. 1:46 left in the first half. Mount Carmel driving once again on your Tigers. Play clock at 10. Mount Carmel still in the huddle. Now they sprint it out. 5 seconds. Get set. Man in motion. Snap. Another flag on the play. Same call as last time. Running around the left side. Gage Kenner's got 2 hard runs, but nothing to show for it. It's a legal shift. Once again is the call. That 5-yard penalty will make it first down at 15. Ball set at the 29-yard line of the Tigers. Make it 31. On the play clock. Mount Carmel breaks the huddle. Having trouble getting set. Penalties on the last last three plays. They get this one away. Sisson looking left side. Across the middle comes Levi Beasley for a reception. Gain of about 9. Going to bring up second down and short.
One of the tacklers for Paris, number 6, Jaden Quinn.
125 and rolling. Here in the first half, Mount Carmel looking to add to their 40-point lead. Sisson in shotgun. Kite to his right. Rolls right, looking that way. Got a man wide open in the corner. That'd be another touchdown for Mount Carmel.
Number 20,
Gavin Smith with his second touchdown. 54 seconds left in the first half. Mount Carmel looking for their 47th point. Loudermilk out of the hold of Sisson. Only missed, well, he had missed one, but had another one blocked as far as extra points go. This one is away, and it's good. 47-0 your score. 54 seconds left in the first half. You're watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Every day you see their lights coming and going. North American Lighting, an employer of choice, offers exciting careers and world-class benefits to its team members. In business since 1983, NAL is not only one of the leading employers in our local community, but they have grown to be the largest exterior automotive lighting supplier in North America. As a long-standing member of this community, NAL is rooting for the Paris Tigers this football season. Best of luck to the boys of fall. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
Welcome back to Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network. Ty King, Jaden Quinn retreat deep for the Tigers. They wait to kick off from Shade Loudermilk. 54 seconds left in the first half. Your Tigers trail at 47-0. Loudermilk's kick is away. Fielded by King at the 10. Bounces the ball out right. Looks to cut back upfield, tripped up. Just outside the 25, called the 29-yard line. It'll be first and 10 Tigers. 47 seconds left here in the first half. See what the Tigers choose to do here. They've got 2 timeouts remaining. 47 seconds left to play. 4 wide for your Tigers. King in shotgun. Burns to his right. He gets it. Bounces left side. Nothing there. Gets across the 30 to the 31. Gain of 2 on that one.
Number 45, Mason Burns.
On the tackle for the Golden Aces, number
Clock
87.
runs. No timeouts used here.
Downey.
30 seconds left. Play clock and game clock matched up exactly. The Tigers do not have to run another play if they choose not to. And it doesn't look like they're going to. Clock winding at 15.
Yep, looks like they're going to be content to go in at half, trailing 47-0. So,
Well, content is one word. I'm sure that they're not happy with the
no,
result of this.
I'm sure they're not.
But they kind of have themselves to blame for most of this lead. We head to halftime here from Mount Carmel High School, where the Golden Aces lead at 47-0. We'll be back with some halftime stats. You're watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. At locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Every day you see their lights coming and going. North American Lighting, an employer of choice, offers exciting careers and world-class benefits to its team members. In business since 1983, NAL is not only one of the leading employers in our local community, but they have grown to be the largest exterior automotive lighting supplier in North America. As a long-standing member of this community, NAL is rooting for the Paris Tigers this football season. Best of luck to the boys of fall. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics. The Mary Lupine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Welcome back to Tiger Football on the Paris Sports Network. We're at halftime for Mount Carmel High School, where your Tigers trail 47-0. 8:50 left here in halftime. I'm going to turn over my partner, Lenny Irwin, for some first half stats.
Alrighty, Jeff, for the Mount Carmel Golden Aces, man, they just pretty well dominated, but a lot of that, like Jeff said there right before half, was self-induced by the Tigers, as we've committed several turnovers. Nonetheless, though, Mount Carmel did what they had to do. Their quarterback, running back, Blaine Sisson, 6 carries for 101. Asher Knight, their big tailback, I've got him at 7 carries for 40 yards. And Gage Kennard, I've got him 2 carries for 31 yards. Throwing the ball, Sisson is 5 out of 8 for 155, 1 interception by Wells, and 2 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, I've got Levi Beasley with 2 catches for 39 yards. I've got Gage Kennard 1 catch for 80 yards. Smith 1 catch for 15. And Asher Knight 1 catch for 21. For your Tigers, we've been able to move the ball somewhat, but like I said, every time we do, we seem like we either fumble it, shoot ourselves in the foot some way or another. I've got Mason Burns, 7 carries for 11 yards. Calvin Rigdon, 6 carries for 16. Ty King, 5 carries for 11. Throwing the ball, King is 2 out of 5 for 11 yards and 1 interception. He also fumbled a long snap and was picked off once by Sisson, who took it back to the house for a score. Receiving the ball, I've got Trey Lee, 1 catch for 3 yards, and Mason Vitale, 1 catch for 8. And then after that catch, he fumbled the ball, and it was recovered by Mount Carmel. So things not looking real well for your Tigers, but we've still got 24 minutes of football left to go in this second half, so hopefully we can regroup and come back out and get something going this second half.
And like you mentioned, there was a few positives to take away. Yes, the score's 47-0. Always look for that silver lining, though. And, you know, the interception by Robert Wells was a big play. Also, the blocking of the extra point. And the Tigers were able to get yards on the ground in chunks, you know, running just off left, off right tackle. And had some positive plays in that first half, but just unable to get anything going. And then, boy, when they had to get something going, it seemed like Mount Carmel bowed their necks and were able to force a turnover or a punt. We've had plenty of those in the first half as well.
Well, that we did. Ingram getting his work out tonight, punting and playing on defense as well. So
you got 5.5 left here at halftime for Mount Carmel High School. The Mount Carmel High School band performs on the field. I'd like to shout out congratulations to Caitlin Combs, Lady Tiger golfer, qualified for state tournament, competed today, and finishing in the top 50 with a round of 89. She'll play again tomorrow morning as well. So congratulations to Caitlin on making it state once again. 5 minutes left in halftime. We're going to step aside for our sponsors once again. Watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. At locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Every day you see their lights coming and going. North American Lighting, an employer of choice, offers exciting careers and world-class benefits to its team members. In business since 1983, NAL is not only one of the leading employers in our local community, but they have grown to be the largest exterior automotive lighting supplier in North America. As a long-standing member of this community, NAL is rooting for the Paris Tigers this football season. Best of luck to the boys of fall. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will. show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics. The Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Welcome back to Tiger Football here on the Paris Sports Network. A minute left until we begin third quarter action. Tigers trail at 47-0. You're watching on the live stream. You see the Tigers out on the field stretching. Missing from that circle, though, is two starters for the Tigers. Carrick Mason Vitale, who's out the remainder of the game with a possible broken arm.
Oh, man. That's just what we
Calvin Rigdon with possible concussion. So the list gets longer for Tiger trainers to attend to. Boy, if you're a Tiger trainer this year, you are earning your keep. That's for sure. So, a couple snaps there in that first half. The Tigers had three sophomores in at linebacker against the state-ranked Mount Carmel Golden Aces. We're just about 15 seconds away from the kickoff of the second half. The only other score in the Little Illini Conference. They're at halftime and at Newton, and the Eagles lead at 31-0 over the Marshall Lions. All other action is tomorrow, including Pudsonville. Palestine and Hudsonville will be at Lawrenceville, 2 o'clock. Red Hill will be at Casey, and Olney will play at Robinson tomorrow evening. So the other coaches and other teams from around the conference able to get a good look at these two teams tonight. We have dates with a date with Robinson next Friday night for senior night at Tiger Stadium. Make sure you're out for that. I'm sure that Coach Pinnell has a coach or two, or possibly even himself here at this one tonight in preparation for next week's tilt.
More than likely, like you said, he's at least got somebody down here scouting, I'm sure.
So we're set for kickoff. Tigers will kick it away. They won the opening toss and elected to receive it. Never actually touched the football, though, as the kick was recovered by Mount Carmel. 4 plays later, they scored and have never looked back. Landon Ingram set to kick it off from his own 40-yard line. And the senior puts his toe into it. Ball sails to the Mount Carmel 20-yard line. Picked up on the run. Dance to the left and now up the middle. Near the 45-yard line, call it the 43. That was Jake Webb, excuse me, on the return. Carter Easton, freshman for the Tigers, on the stop on special teams. Don't see Sisson on the field, so it looks like backups for Mount Carmel in this one. Number 82, Coda Mounts, is in the back lineup at shotgun. Mounts takes the snap, hands the ball off, coming near side. Number 32, Shade Loudermilk, their kicker. Excuse me, number 38, Tobias Fulop. No gain on that one. Second down. Mason Burns on the stop for the Tigers. Clock rolls at 10:45 here in the third quarter. Mount Carmel set to snap it for the second time in this half. 2 receivers right for Mounts. Low snap, picked up by Mounts. Struggles ahead, but doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one. Mason Burns. Camden Crowder in on that one as well as Will Moody. The trio of Tigers in on that stop. 3rd down and 10 for Mount Carmel. Break the huddle, 15 on the play clock. Mounts in shotgun. Snap rolls right. Pass out off the hands of Jack Webb. It'll bring up 4th down. So, could possibly see the first punt of the night for Mount Carmel. Scored on every possession in that first half, and one of them that they shouldn't have, on a pick 6 by Blaine Sisson. Ty King back deep for the Tigers. Looks like number 44, Jesse Hinderleiter, is the punter. He stands on his own 33, waiting to snap. Play clock at 2. Play clock at 0 for a few seconds. Now a flag finally falls. Delay game will be a call against Mount Carmel. Lenny's probably a team that's not used to punting too much.
Yeah,
so
they wasn't sure what to do, I don't think. Well, this is their first punt tonight for sure. So
we'll try it again. Tigers move up 5 yards on the return end. Low snap blocked. Punt is blocked. Camden Crowder on the block for the Tigers. He busted it right through the middle of that special teams line for Mount Carmel. Another turnover. Tigers will get it deep in Mount Carmel territory, looking to light up the scoreboard for the first time tonight. Just a bull rush up the middle that time. We got a continuous clock here in the second half.
Well, that's got to give you a little bit of momentum anyway. That's as deep as we've been in their territory tonight.
Tigers had too many men in the huddle, but I don't think they're going to call it. Hopefully not. King takes the snap, hands the ball off to Quinn. Quinn bounces right side, explodes his way. Call a gain of 6 on that one for number 6. Jaden Quinn, ball carrier, bring up second down, 4 clock running at 7:15.
Ball carrier number 6, Jaden Quinn.
Off the tackle for the Golden Aces, number 52, Brayton Mason.
Tigers with something doing here. King takes the snap once again to Quinn. Fakes inside, now bounces it out. Now cuts it back up inside the 5, near the 3-yard line. Now driven back outside the 5. Forward progress will be at the 3rd-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal Tigers.
First tackle on the scene for the Golden Aces, number 34, Xander Bader.
Burst of speed from Quinn.
Yeah, it was.
On that one, just he could have. Looks like he could have bounced that outside. Decided to put that left foot in the ground and cut it back upfield. Wise decision. He drove the pile inside the 5. Tigers get the play call in. 10 on the play clock. King with Burns to his right, along with Quinn. Now Burns bounces up the fullback. 2-1. They get it away. Quinn once again. Who else? Nothing doing this time. Wrapped up in the backfield. Brought down by Jesse Hinderleiter.
Aces, number 44, Jesse Hinderleiter.
Bring up second down and goal. Clock runs 5:45. Trey Lee getting the call from Coach Claude Felder. Now another call. Play clock's at 10. Tigers still in the huddle. It's been a theme here in the last couple of weeks.
It has been.
See if we can get it away. 2-1.
Nope.
Nope. We don't. Now we finally do. A little grace period given that time to Coach Claude Felder. So timeout on the field. 5:08 left in the 3rd quarter. You're watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
Second down and goal to go for the Tigers from the 3-yard line of the Mount Carmel Golden Aces. 5:08 left in the 3rd quarter. Ty King with Mason Burns to his left, or excuse me, to his right. Quinn to his left. King keeps it this time, bounces outside. He's going to scamper and jump in for a touchdown. Oh, they're hauling him down just short of it.
Oh.
Good golly, you got to reward the kid for that.
No kidding.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. Going to bring up 3rd down and inches. Ty King looked like he had some space.
I thought
but
he had
closed. It closed in a hurry. He put that left foot on the ground and tried to jump over the defender. Apparently the ball came down still in the field of play and not in the end zone. So third down and call it 1. King with Quinn to his right. King keeps it, rolls it out right. This time he's going to not be denied. Lowers the shoulder and in for the Tiger score. Same play, different, or to the opposite side of the field that time. Now we'll see what the Tigers do here. Looks like they're going to go for 2. Well, since they're risking England getting either ran into or pulling the muscle here in this one, it's out of hand. 47-6 is your score. So the Tigers on to go for 2. Same trio in the backfield. Burns to the left, Quinn to the right. King shotgun. Throws it out right side, batted down. No, 2-point conversion is no good. So with 4:19 left in the third quarter, Mount Carmel leads at 47-6 over your Tigers. You're watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark County since 1950.
Welcome back to Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers light up the scoreboard on the visiting side on a 1-yard touchdown run by Ty King. 47-6 is your score. Landon Ingram set to kick off. Puts his toe in it. Down to the 10-yard line. Returnable kick. Dancing now, putting his foot in and heading back up the middle. Brought down at the 30-yard line. Clock rolls just outside of 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Jack Webb on the return once again for Mount Carmel as they begin their second possession of this second half. Be a lot of substitutions here in this second half for both teams.
I think so, yeah.
Especially for the Tigers. They look to keep their bodies healthy enough to finish out the last 2 weeks of the season. Asher Costin this time the quarterback. He's going to gain about 3. Asher Costin, first time seeing the field tonight.
One of the tacklers, number 65.
Gets the ball out to the 33-yard line. 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter. Seems like the more subs we put in, the smaller they get.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Second down and 7. Ball's on the 33-yard line, Mount Carmel. Snaps back. Tobias full up the ball carrier that time. He's going to gain about 3. Ball's going to be spotted 36-yard line of Mount Carmel. Makes the 35. It'll be third down at 5.
Person Coleman.
Late substitution as Wells sprints off the field. Snap lefty. Don't see many of them in high school.
No.
Catch is made for a loss.
Tackle made by number 12, Garrett Rigdon.
Garrett Rigdon on the stop. for the Tigers. One of the names we don't have. We'll get them all for you for next week, though. Jaden Quinn drops back deep, anticipating the punt from Mount Carmel. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. Mount Carmel's got everything except for a punter back there. Looks like they're going to go for it here on fourth down. This is kind of Bush League, in my opinion. And there's a penalty marker on the play. Clock continues to roll. Running clock here in the second half, just outside of a minute left in the third quarter. Illegal substitution is a call against Mount Carmel. Back it up 5 yards. See if they punt it again or decide to go for it again. Looks like they're going to go for it again. Not a fan of this, Lenny.
Nope, not really.
It's one thing to beat an opponent. It's another thing to rub their faces in it. And maybe they don't snap it. I don't know what their intentions are, but they are. It's a running play. Tigers will take the ball over at the 32-yard line of Mount Carmel. That'll be the last play of the third quarter. When we come back to fourth quarter action, the Tigers will have the ball. You're watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. At locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics.
Welcome back to Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network, set for fourth quarter action here. The Tigers take over on downs to get this quarter started. Trail it 47-6.
Looks like 18's coming into quarterback now.
That'll be Braden Rogers, freshman. Looks like the smaller, or the more substitutions we get, the smaller and the younger they get for us. Out of necessity, though, injuries riddled the Tigers tonight. Carson Coleman, ball carrier, he's going to be brought down for 3 or 4 yard loss on that one.
On the tackle for the Golden Aces, number 52, Braden Mason.
Clock rolls, 11:45 left in this one. Rogers makes the call in the huddle. Back in shotgun. Coleman to his right. Tigers unable to get set. Now they do. High snap. Coleman shows it and then brings it back. He's still on his feet. Here near the Tiger bench. No gain on the play, but an impressive stop and go that time by Carson.
32, Shane Loudermilk.
Clock under 11 and running for the remainder of this one. So third down and 14, ball's on the 36-yard line of Mount Carmel. Rogers in shotgun. Coleman gets it once again, bounces right. He's got
some speed.
That he does. He's got speed. He's going to pick up about 12 out of the 15 that we needed on that. So it's going to bring up fourth down and short. No doubt Tigers will go for it here. Good blocking by the right side of the Tiger offensive line that time. The rest was all Coleman and his wheels.
Yeah, for sure.
Clock at 10 and 10 minutes exactly left in this game. Play clock at 10. Rogers gets his gang set. And they get it off. Looking left. Throws just a little bit too high.
Oh, man, we had him out there.
Pass intended for number 12, Garrett Rigdon.
Garrett Rigdon was the intended receiver on that one. Ball just a little bit too tall. It'll be a turnover on downs for the Tigers. 9.5 left in the game. The Tiger mix and match defense out there. A lot of JV players, a lot of, you'd say clean uniforms, but they're all clean tonight playing on the turf. But, you know, a lot of fresh bodies out there. Now Carmel's still in their huddle. Now they break it. Just under 9 left in the game. See which quarterback they got there back there this time. They've used 3 of them in this game. Looks like Costin is the guy this drive. He's in a shotgun. Oh, for his penalty on the play, there he is. Looks like motion is a call against Mount Carmel. Back it up 5. Both coaches looking to get reps for their squad, Lenny. You don't want to do it in this situation, but at least there's something to build on, you know, for the next 2 weeks and then beyond.
Yep.
For a lot of these youngsters, for both teams. You know, it's a good experience for both, getting to play on turf, getting to play under the lights, and getting to play in a varsity football game. Clock at 8. A little discussion in the backfield. It's Costin. Barks out instructions. Jackson Browning gets a snap, hands the ball off. Running right side. Get a number here in just a minute. Carter Eastman on the stop. Will Moody as well.
38, Fulop was the ball carrier. He picked up the 5 they lost.
Bring up 2nd down and 10. Ball's on the 25-yard line of Mount Carmel. Game clock nearing 7 minutes. Play clock at 5. Get it underway. Lefty's pass, little give and go. Good job defending that pass.
Yeah, it was. Number 7 for the Tigers. I don't know who it was.
All we have is number 7.
That's all we got.
If you're related to number 7 and you're watching this, please send us a message. Let us know who that is. Apologize. We'll have updated rosters. You can understand that having to go deep into it tonight. But good experience. 6.5 left in this one. 3rd down and 10 for Mount Carmel. Costin hands it off this time. Fulop once again, the ball carrier. He's going to pick up about 8 on that one. Now they mark it back. Going to pick up 6. Going to bring up 4th down and 4. Don't anticipate a punt here. But you never know. Costin comes in. Play clock's down to 2. They get it underway, hand it off. Sainer, the ball carrier, ball
stripped away. 22.
You know,
Dominic Asbury.
You know, you want to go for on a 4th down, You're up 41 points. It's time to start stripping that ball away from them, you know, and great job that time by Asbury of stripping that ball. It'll be 1st and 10 Tigers at the 30-yard line of Mount Carmel. You just hope the reason is their punter's hurt or something to where they can't punt it, because that ain't right. I'm down. I'm off my soapbox, Sonny. We'll be fine.
Well, I'm along with you. I mean, you're still up 41 points, and
Coleman bounces outside, still on his feet.
Oh,
caught from behind.
Caught him.
Yeah.
Shoestring tackle.
Good open field tackle there by Coda Mounts, who had a time at quarterback.
For the Golden Aces, number 82.
Called a loss of 3 on that one. Bring up 2nd down. Clock winding at 4:20. Rogers gets the call from Coach Clodfelder. Tigers break the huddle. 5 on the play clock. They're set. Snap to Rogers. Looks left. Pass complete. Eric, he breaks the tackle. He's going to the house. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Touchdown, Tigers. 3:41 left in the game. Rogers. A 33-yard touchdown pass.
Yep, it's just a little swing pass out in the flat, but it goes for 33 yards for the score. So
Tigers on for the 2-point conversion. Rogers getting a call in from Coach Claude. Rogers with Coleman to his left. Play clock down to 6. Same formation as the touchdown play. They get it off. This time Rogers keeps it up right side, in for the 2-pointer. Braden Rogers in for the 2-point conversion. Here, Tigers trail it 47-14 with 3:41 left from Mount Carmel. You're watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
Welcome back to Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers just punch the ball in with 3:41 left in the game. Still trail at 47-14. All their points coming here in this second half. Robert Wells is going to kick this off for the Tigers. Interesting. See what Robert's got. 3:41 left in the game. And he gets the ball down to the 15-yard line of Mount Carmel. Turning left side. Nice open field tackle outside the 25. Make it the 27-yard line. Jack Webb on return once again from Mount Carmel.
Tackled by number 84, Caleb Brinkley.
Caleb Brinkley on the stop for the Tigers. 3:15 left in the game. Clock rolls. Once again, Tigers will be in action next Friday night. Be senior night from Tiger Stadium. They host the Robinson Maroons and will wrap up their season Week 9 at Newton. Costin in shotgun for Mount Carmel. Play clock down to 5. And in motion, they need to get it underway. Costin keeps it. Running the right side. Not much there.
Nope.
Ball carrier for the Golden Aces, number 11, Asher Costa.
On the tackle, 65, Camden Crowder.
Crowder made a tackle from the bench.
That's pretty hard to do.
So second down and 9. 2 minutes left in the game. Ball at the Mount Carmel 29-yard line. Nothing doing there. Full up the ball carrier. Carter Eastham in on the stop.
61, Charlie.
Along with 61, Charlie Ford. So third down and 9. Call it. Ball at the 29-yard line of Mount Carmel. A minute and a half. Mount Carmel breaks the huddle with 10 on the play clock. Costin, and false start against Mount Carmel. Back it up 5. It'll be third down and 14. 1 minute exactly left in this one. So more than likely be the last play of the game. Play clock just now starting at 25.
Yep, they're going to have to run this one, but that'll be it. They won't have to run another one, I don't think.
Play clock is down to 5. Game clock's at 30. Costin with a snap. Ball's on the ground. He picks it up.
Oh,
Now
he was
he's gonna be
down. Yeah,
sacked.
he was down. Knee was down.
Calling him down. Big
Yep.
loss on the play, but that'll likely end the game. Just subtracting from the total yards in the contest for Mount Carmel, but they moved to 7-0 on the season with a 47-14 victory over the Tigers, who fall to 2-5 on the year. We'll be back with some post-game comments, stats, and an interview from Coach Clodfelder. You're watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. At locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. Every day you see their lights coming and going. North American Lighting, an employer of choice, offers exciting careers and world-class benefits to its team members. In business since 1983, NAL is not only one of the leading employers in our local community, but they have grown to be the largest exterior automotive lighting supplier in North America. As a long-standing member of this community, NAL is rooting for the Paris Tigers this football season. Best of luck to the boys of fall.
Welcome back to Tiger football here on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers falling to Mount Carmel tonight. The only other score in the LIC, Newton Eagles lead Marshall 45-6 in the third quarter. Turn over to my partner Lenny Irwin for some quick stats ahead of Coach Clodfelder joining us.
Yeah, it looks like Claude's coming this way, so I'll just run down the pair of stats. Mason Burns, 7 carries for 11 yards. Calvin Rigdon, 6 carries for 16. Jaden Quinn had 3 carries for 15. I've got Ty King, 7 carries for 14. Carson Coleman, 4 carries for 5 yards. And Braden Rogers, 1 carry for 3. Throwing the ball, Rogers was 1 out of 2 for 33 yards and a touchdown. Scoring for the Tigers came in the third quarter, 4:19 to go on a 1-yard run by King. The 2-point conversion was no good, and at that point the score was 47-6. That capped off an 18-yard drive, and then at 3:41 to go in the fourth, it was a 33-yard pass from Rogers to Rigdon. That's not Calvin Rigdon either. That's Garrett Rigdon, number 12. I'm assuming he's a freshman. But nonetheless, he made the catch and made a valiant effort to get into the end zone for the score. And a 2-point conversion by Rogers was good, and that made your final 14-47. But some promise there, at least, with the young boys that were out there playing. They showed that they could get the job done. So,
all the points coming from Tigers junior varsity squad here in the second half. As the game was out of hand at halftime, we had a running clock, so what better time than to get those youngsters some experience and, you know, have them see some success on the field as well, as kind of looking over toward the Tiger sideline and just looking at the number of players leaving via crutches, via limps, via, you know, wrapped up body parts and other things. You know, no excuse. We lost a great Mount Carmel team, and they've been good for a long time, and by golly, they're good again this year. They remain undefeated, moved to 7-0 ahead of their final 2 games of the season. I was talking to a couple guys before the game, and they're in their last game of the season. It's quite a doozy. It's a school it's Mount Vernon, or the game next week, excuse me, is against a team up near Chicago. They got a 3.5-hour bus ride down here. Marion Central Catholic. So that'll be an interesting trip for those boys from the city coming down here
for sure.
to the river.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, it'll be a big one for them. And we host Robinson for senior night next Friday night, as Coach Clodfelder kind enough to join us up here in the press box. And Coach, it's a good ball team.
They're a good football team.
Even better team when you give them gifts.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't start the game. You know, we're going to take the ball because we know that, obviously, and no disrespect to our kids in any way, shape, or form, but sometimes you have to look at the reality of the situation sometimes, and you're going in against a team, you know, that's healthy of their caliber. And so, abnormal situation for me. We decided to take the ball when we won the toss, and maybe we could drive together and shorten the game and use the play clock, and then we don't even cover a kick. So essentially, they get the ball to start the first half and the second half. And you just can't give people like that gifts, and they just jump on you and they go. But you know, we're playing with it is what it is right now. We're playing with a young crew out there for the most part. You know, we've got obviously some older guys and some seniors are still swinging away and playing, but it's just one of those situations where when you play a team of that caliber with, you know, the youth and the inexperience and what have you out there, it is what it is, and you're asking multiple freshmen and sophomores to go out and play against a football team like that, and you know that makes for tough sledding.
Yeah, a couple bright spots. I mean, big interception by Robert Wells when
Yep.
the game was still within 2 scores.
Yep.
Just a great athletic play by him. Then he ends up final kickoff the game for the Tigers doing that as well. A guy can do everything. Also block, extra point. And it seemed like we were able to move the ball on the ground in chunks.
Yeah.
You know, when we bounced things outside, and then even between the tackles, you know, before Rigdon got hurt, he did a great job of slashing and finishing off runs,
Yeah.
and Mason as well, as he's come
Yeah,
starting to be expected of him now.
Both those guys are running the football hard, and we'll assess Calvin. Obviously, he kind of got, you know, it looked pretty nasty from the sidelines in a helmet to helmet deal,
Yes,
but it, you know,
twice.
And when he got up stumbling, so we'll let the doctors and those people evaluate him and see where he's at. But yeah, I thought, you know, those 2 running backs are running hard, and Ty's swimming out there. You know, there's a lot of things going on, and he's in week 2 of trying to be a quarterback, and that's not home for him. But you know, overall, you know, you just hang in there, and you, like I said, you're playing young people, and you're just. It's not fun to go through. No one likes to have to be in a rebuild, and now obviously we're in a situation where, you know, we've been eliminated from postseason play, and you know, those guys that finish the right way and finish strong, obviously you'll continue to play those older guys, but then you kind of start to look for the future a little bit too, and we've had to do that since about week 3 or 4 already because of some of the injuries and what have you. And we knew going into this season that this schedule was going to be brutal, and we knew we had to stay healthy. And obviously we've been snake bit by it, and you hate to use that as an excuse. And I'm not into excuses, but I mean it's the reality of the situation that we're in also. And so our depth and our numbers, we have to find a way to get back up at some point in time, but. At the same time, I thought our young kids went out there in the second half and competed and played, got off the field multiple times defensively, made a nice play. Garrett Rigdon made a guy miss, ran through a tackle and outran some people, and I thought Braden Rogers put it right on him through the fast screen just like he was supposed to, a fastball, put it right on his chest, and then, you know, like I said, it's tough sled, and it's not fun to go through right now, but everybody kind of goes through these things, and like I said, we knew at the schedule, and you compound the injuries with that. It's been a rough road since about week 3 for us, and kind of trying to play guys in positions that's not home for them and moving pieces and parts just to have them out there is. It's been a challenge, and hopefully we'll get ready to play a game next week, senior night, at home, and then one more on the road at Newton. And you know we're not going to quit coaching this team because there's a lot of snaps and reps that you can still get those seniors plays and honor them and let them finish their careers out the proper way, but also get those young guys some valued reps and snaps headed into the off season.
Got the right guy leading them. Let's get back on the bus with that positive second half in our hats and hang it on that, and then come back next week and just cap off a great senior career for all these guys next year.
Yep.
Really appreciate you stopping by, Coach.
I appreciate you guys having me up. Thanks. Go Tigers.
Absolutely. Hey, Coach Jeremy Clodfeller, the Paris Tigers, come up on the short end of 47-14 score. Lena, I think that'll probably just about do it for us from Mount Carmel.
Yep, I think so.
Not much more can be said about it. Just one of those you turn the page and move on to week 8, right?
Exactly. And like you said, seen some promise out of the young guys, so we've got something to build on for next year. So that's a good point to start emphasizing, and next year we'll be stronger and better.
Absolutely. So for my partner, Lenny Irwin, this is Jeff Chambers. You've been watching Tiger football on the Paris Sports Network.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network, brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.